Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sis Robinson, and if you are new here, I understand that it's been a very long time since I made a video. When I started my YouTube channel, I did not have any children, and I literally started my YouTube channel like I think a month before I found out I was pregnant, or a couple months before I found out I was pregnant with my first child. So I have not been able to be consistent, but here I am having my third child back to back. She's 3 months, and I'm ready to try to give this thing a try, upload a video at least once a week. We shall see how it works, but anyhow, again, my name is Sis. I have 3 children, and I would like to focus on videos that has to do with motherhood and religion, to be honest with you. All about the Bible. There may be some hair tips, some health tips here and there, but again, I have had 3 children in the last 4 years, so my health and hair stuff has not been very consistent as I wanted it to be, or as it was before I started having my first child. But anyways, nevertheless, this video is going to be about things that you can do to help a postpartum mom. So a lady who has just recently had a baby for the first or second or third or fourth or however many times she's had a kid. This video is going to help you learn how you can help her in so many ways. So just to get started out with number 1, invite yourself over. Tell her that you want to come visit her and the baby, and when you're there, which she finally accepts the invitation. So when you're there, ask her if there's something that you can do to help her out with. If she says nothing, if she blows it off, if she's like, well, I have this to do, but it's not really together, and blows it off, after you finish visiting her for a couple minutes, just get up and start trying to help out. If you see there's dishes in the sink, do that. So that's the way you kind of invite yourself. I know just this last time I had a lot of ladies reach out to me, which was wonderful. I had a lot of ladies reach out to me and say, hey, let me know if you need some help with something. Let me know if you need this or that. And it was just going to say, for me, I personally didn't absolutely need it. Now, if I was at home by myself, I probably would have said, hey, yes, can you come over? But I did have my husband here with me during those postpartum times, so it's been okay. My husband, he don't do everything. I'm going to just be honest with you, and I don't hold him to do everything either around the house. But so just having somebody to come over here and there, who did just kind of invite themselves, it worked out. It was good. It was a blessing. It was very much appreciated. Not necessarily completely, absolutely needed for my situation, but it was very much appreciated. It was made a big difference when they did come over. So I did have one of my sisters from church. She came over. We visited for a little bit, and then she just kind of kept asking me, was there something to do? But she came so early, I couldn't even think straight. I was just sitting there chilling because it was early, and I was like, I couldn't remember what needed to be done, which was just a minor things that needed to be done. So I was like, oh, it's, nothing major. I'll get to it when I get to it, and that's sometimes the kind of attitude you have to have when you're a postpartum mom. Like, you ain't gonna be able to do everything. Stuff gonna be messed up, especially if you have other children as well. But anyways, so after a while, she was just kind of started, doing the dishes, cleaning the dishes that were in the sink. Then she went into my small little laundry area, and she started folding clothes in there. So that was super helpful. So I hope y'all kind of get my drift as far as like how you can kind of invite yourself over. Now, here are a few things that you can, kind of provide to that postpartum mom. And so the first one will be, again, like the sister did, she came over and did laundry. She folded clothes, and even before I had the baby, I had a lot of clothes like that were given to me, and a lot of like brand new clothes a little bit before the baby was born. I think it was like a week or 2 before the baby was born. my kid's babysitter, she was here, and she decided to wash all the clothes with Drift, all the baby's clothes with Drift, and she organized them in her little drawers and stuff. So that was super helpful too. So doing laundry before or even after the baby is a major help to that mom. The second would be to do the dishes. I dread doing dishes. So I did have some help even before and after I had the baby, someone helping me, and they, did my day. Third thing I had was provide a meal. So if you could bring over a home cooked meal, some like freezer bag meals. I know I had honestly did that for two of my friends right before they had their baby in September. I had my baby in December, so I just put ingredients to some lentil soup. I put it in a bag and told them to freeze it, or told them just to, throw it in the crock pot, and they would have a meal that way. So that is also a big help if you could, send her something Uber Eats. You can bring over a home cooked meal. You could even do freezer meals, just depending on what that mom wants and needs. So that's another tip. So the next tip you can do for a mom is come over and watch the baby. So when if the environment permits, ask her, hey, you want to go take a nap? Hey, do you want to go take a shower while I watch the baby? I remember I did this for a friend a very long time ago. She was a young mom. I just went over to visit her and her baby. I could tell she was really tired, and so she had her baby in like those little bouncers that the newborns sit in, and I said, are you tired? Won't you go take a nap? I can sit here and watch the baby. It's like, I was young at the time too, so I wasn't ready to like change diapers or anything, but I was like, I can keep an eye on your baby. She's sleeping. Won't you go upstairs and go to sleep? And she did, and I felt so fulfilled just helping her and doing that. So that's another tip. The next tip would be to do the mom's hair. So I've had one of my sisters from church. She came and she did my hair before I had the baby, and she recently did this. So I've just been really grateful to have somebody come over, do my hair. Really, for me, be consistent with doing my hair, because actually what happened to me with all three of my recent births is I actually let my hair get really matted. So I know a lot of y'all may have seen me on Facebook and Instagram or wherever, and I wear those head wraps, right? And so with each child, I just wore those hair wraps consistently, and I let my hair get matted. So each time I had to go and pull my hair string by string to comb it out, detangle it with my fingers, just to get my hair, back to its normal state. So with this being my third child, 3 times is a charm. I have combed out my hair piece by piece. It took me a long time, but I do not plan on letting my hair get back to that state. I'll get locks before I do that. Hopefully, Lord willing. So coming over, doing our hair, that if you have those skills, offer those things up to her. I'm sure it would be really, really helpful. And so the last one I want to touch on is entertaining her other children. So she's open and she allows you to either come over and play with the kids, or take if they have other kids, out for a walk, or just something like that, or she comes over to your house and you watch her kids at your home, however it might be, because you just never know who you are being a help to. So for instance, this is just for example for what I went through. When I first had my child, my 2 boys, my younger boys, were at my mom's while we were in the hospital for 24 hours. And so after we got out the hospital, we went to my mom's house for a couple of days, actually. And so that was a big help. My mom helped me out with my younger boys, fresh out the hospital. So I stayed there for a few days. And then I think the following week I went over to my mom's again for a couple more days. My grandma came in town. So she and my cousins and my aunts and stuff, and they all came in town. So my grandma, she ended up helping me out with the baby. I asked her if she could get her at 6 a.m. because after I'm feeding a baby, a newborn, 2 hours around the clock, every 2 hours around the clock, later on, that morning comes, you just pooped, you're just tired. So I was super tired, and I was like, Granny, I just need somebody to get her at 6 a.m. And so that's what my grandma did, and I got to sleep till like 10. So she fed her 2 times, you know, changed her 2 times, and I slept until like 10. So that was a big help for me. So yeah, watch it. And then with my mom being there and my aunts and stuff being there, they were able to kind of look after my 2 boys too, so I didn't really have to worry about them too much. You know, they were cooking for them and bathing them when they needed it and stuff. So that was a big help. I hope this helped you, and I hope this will help a mom. So y'all just don't be afraid to get out there and try to help that postpartum mom, or invite yourself over and find yourself something to do, or throw a little party before she has the baby, and help her get everything organized. So I hope this blessed someone. Again, see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, please. We're trying to grow this year. I know everybody's trying to grow. So, hey, if you want me to subscribe to your channel, put it down in the comments below. I got you. And subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you in the next video. Peace.